The other day, I was doing a coaching call, and my client was getting ready to do a realtor presentation, and he was talking to me about what he was going to say in that presentation. And that was that he was going to give them ideas on how to get more listings, get more buyers off the fence, and what have you. And those things are great ideas. And those are things that I advocate all the time to do and talk about. But what's really happening, and this is the biggest challenge that really exists, is that the majority of agents and the majority of originators are not prospecting enough. Now, I know you've heard this before, and this is nothing new, but let me just share with you quickly the advice I had given him. When he started telling me what he was going to say in his meeting, I said, stop. I go, if I was going to be doing a meeting with agents, now granted, my role is a little bit different as a trainer and a coach more than an originator. So if I was in a room with agents, they might see me a little bit differently. But I want to just share with you what the concept is because it applies to us as originators just as much as it does to agents. And it was really simple. So I told him, nicely, professionally, go up in the front of the room and, do the intro, do everything that he was talking about, do everything as far as connecting with his audience, and then just do this. Go around the room, because it was going to be a small group, and just ask the group, can I ask you a question? And of course they'll say yes. So just go agent by agent by agent and ask them, say, how many homeowners have you spoken to in the last 30 days? And just have each one of them answer. And I already know what the answers are going to be, that nobody's either going to be able to give a number, you're not going to get a response, you're going to get deer in the headlights if you were doing this in front of a group of agents. Why? Because very few will ever track that type of information, and the majority of them know that they haven't even done enough of it. So if I was doing that presentation, I'd say, so how many homeowners have you spoken to in the last 30 days? And then I'd say, this is really what we have to focus on as an industry. We know that listings are down. We know that buyers actually aren't even down anymore, that there's more buyers than there is properties. And what so many people are trying to do is they're trying to laser focus to find that person who wants to sell now. And I get it, but here would be my question to every agent. Who are the only people that can sell a house? Or who are the only people who can list a house? Homeowners. So if instead of trying to pinpoint who that right person is, if you just expand how many homeowners you speak to, whether it's phone calls, whether it's door knocking, whether it's going to business functions, whether it's going to more general functions like Lions Club or Rotary clubs or whatever the case may be, beyond BNI, stop thinking business to business. Stop thinking just being laser focused. So after I finished this, he's like, oh my God, this makes just so much sense. And then I started talking to clients all week after that, asking the same question. I go, how many borrowers have you spoken to? How many realtors have you spoken to in the last 30 days? And although many of my clients are doing well, pretty much everyone would say either they couldn't give me a number or they'd say not enough. So here's my challenge. Here's my question for you. How many homeowners have you spoken to, or how many purchasers have you spoken to, or how many realtors or referral partners have you spoken to in the last 30 days? I beg you, start tracking it, and it's going to change your perspective on what you need to do. Because it's one thing to think that you need to make more sales calls. When you see the number of people that you're actually speaking to, that becomes more of a reality. Hope this helps. See you soon.